guys, things are weird. It's like we're in the middle of a dystopia novel. Actually, I imagine after this whole ordeal, there'll be lots of books that'll be a mixture of like Contagion meets Hunger Games, where we not only are fighting so we don't spread a virus, but we're also like fighting to the death for things like toilet paper and cleaning supplies. Weird. It's weird. So what's going on? We are in the middle of a pandemic. Coronavirus has spread throughout the world, starting in Wuhan, China, and slowly making their way. Italy getting hit the hardest next to China, and now it's all spread throughout the United States. I myself live in Orange County, where it's currently spreading. It's just right outside of LA County, where is sort of a hot spot of cases. Coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, is a virus that has flu-like symptoms that mainly is problematic in the respiratory area that causes pneumonia. It's very scary. It's very serious. And if you don't think it's serious, you're not reading the news. I am self-quarantining. You should probably be quarantined too. That means no parties, no nightclubs, no festivals. I mean, everything's been canceled anyway, so where are you gonna go? This is sort of a video of going, what is going on? And also, what are we doing? How are we combating it? And just some fun distraction to the chaos, right? I don't know what to do with myself. So I'm making this video to talk a little bit about what you should and shouldn't do, and also some bookish fun. At the end, we'll talk about what I'm reading right now. But generally speaking, this is just a little PSA for don't be selfish. It's more just talking about how we should really come together and support each other. It's very important right now. Unless you really want to be in the movie Contagion or Outbreak or, I don't know, 28 Days, although we're not at zombies yet. But I just want to kind of roll this out and just say, please stay at home. Right now, it is the most important to stay at home, do that social distancing. Hashtag social distancing. I feel like that's got to be trending, right? It's probably more obnoxious at this point than it is helpful, but it still rings true. Please stay at home. Again, to reiterate, I'm not necessarily worried about myself, and maybe you're not either, and you think this whole thing is blown out of proportion. Wrong. It's not about you. This is really what this video is about, is I just want to take a moment to say it's not about you. It's not about me. It's about the greater good. It's about the people we care about, the people we love. It's important for us to stay at home so we don't get the elderly sick, like our grandparents. It's also important that we stay home so we don't infect our friends' kids. I know I have a lot of friends who have kids now. Yikes. Also, just keeping it contained. The less that we're out, the less it'll spread in our own community. You can technically have it without showing symptoms, but mainly it's important for me to kind of go on to say this because I really just want other people to be safe. I want my parents to be safe. I worry about them all the time. I want them to stay inside, and I don't want them to be infected by anybody else. If everyone follows the rules, we should be okay. But it seems like that's not necessarily it doesn't seem like that's necessarily ringing true for some of the population. Millennials. I'm included. I am a millennial. I'm a proud millennial too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know that flight to Peru is like $75 and you really want to get that super impressive Machu Picchu picture for your Tinder profile. Hey, I know that you want to go visit the Great Wall of China because you really want to impress all your friends because you're like, look how worldly I am. Stop. I'm telling you, I know I'd want to buy that plane ticket too. I know. I want to buy that plane ticket. I want to go to Europe right now. I want to go to London. I keep thinking about December and how I want to go travel, but I can't bring myself to do it. And honestly, my boyfriend probably wouldn't let me buy the ticket if I tried. But we have to make these hard choices. These hard choices are not thinking about ourselves. Although we want to do it for the gram, let's not buy those plane tickets. Let's buckle down. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard, right? To stay home, stock up on some food, try not to kill someone over toilet paper. It's gonna be okay. Let's thank our service workers. Let's thank our nurses and our doctors. My best friend is an ER nurse, and I think about her every single day because she and her team are nervous because they don't have enough respirators to cover all of the population in the San Diego area if in their area of San Diego if things were to escalate. That's a real fear for hospital workers and medical care, and I need everybody to take it seriously. But what are we doing during this time? I have done many things. I'm reading, I'm binging Netflix. That's what I'm doing. I mean, I'm just doing it like everybody else. 1, stay inside. 2, wash your hands. 3, stay inside. 4, be nice to your neighbors. Ask if anybody needs help. It's really helpful, especially your family. 4, don't be gross. Don't be ignorant. Keep well informed, but also don't panic. Let's not panic. Let's not panic. Please don't panic. Don't panic. Okay? Okay. What's the one thing that we could be doing during this coronavirus? Reading. We can be reading all the books. I know my fellow book nerds are not wasting this time, but just to go over a little bit about what's going on my bookshelf. I just picked this up recently. This is Cowboy to Remember from Rebecca Weatherspoon. I was really excited. I got the last copy at Target, and it's like a trade paperback, so it fits perfectly in my backpack or my purse. I can take it on the go, and I mean, hey boy, come on. Next, I'm really excited. I actually just started this a couple days ago. A lot of buzz on Sarah J. Maas's new book, Crescent City. As I'm starting this, a lot of world building, but I'm digging it. A lot of people say it's a little bit of a slow start, but I like it. But definitely a hefty read. But I'm excited to read this, and hopefully I'll do a review on it. And look at this cover. It's beautiful. It is so beautiful. Also, a lot of buzz on this, red, white, and royal blue. This needs to jump to the top of my list. I've only heard incredible things. This book has been sitting on my desk. I'm gonna read it. Depending on how long this quarantine is, I'm gonna read this book. Also, Daisy Jones and the Six. This is another book that's been sitting on my desk. I bought it. I was so excited to read it, and I've been reading more off my phone recently, but like this is at a top read for me. I keep thinking like I keep buying books because I think they're beautiful, but I'm wondering if I tend to just like buy the book and then end up buying the ebook. But anyway, to support authors, right? Other ebooks that I recently read that I really loved. I loved Credence by Penelope Douglas. I really enjoyed The One by Penelope Ward. That was super good. Right now, I am reading The Rich Boy by Kylie Scott. I'm hoping to do a book review on that. I am loving it. She's one of my favorite authors. Super funny. It flows. It's a fun read. I'm hoping to rip through that very quickly during this week. But that's what I'm reading literally right now off my phone for the most part, or my Kindle, but my phone ends up being in my hand most of the time. I also read The Bachelor Society by Sarah Ney. So funny. Give it a read if you need something that is a little anti-chaos and will give you like a giggle, and is also really swoon-worthy. Definitely read that book. I so enjoyed it. It was really refreshing to read. I had kind of been in a slump, and that was just made me smile. Also, there are so many authors. Let's take a moment to applaud authors right now. There is something about the author community that I just love so much. In times of need, they just really rally together, and sometimes I feel so lucky to be part of that community, and it's just so great. When the Australian fires were coming together, I saw many anthologies being released where all the royalties were being donated to firefighters and help animals. And this is no difference. The world is, in a panic. And what do authors do? They just give stuff away. It's not easy being an author. It's hard to become rich being an author. It's hard to sell hundreds and thousands of books. It's hard to be Stephen King, but everyone, no one's more considerate than authors sometimes. And everybody knows, we're stuck at home. What's the number one thing we're doing? reading. So I've seen a bunch of authors put their books out for free. I'll try and link down below some of the books that I've seen for free during this time. If you're downloading these books for free, these books that these authors have just like given to readers so they have something to do when they're stuck at home and their kids are home or their parents are home or their boyfriends are like, meh. Do me a favor. If you're downloading these books and you do give them a read, the biggest thing, the biggest honor that you can do for an author is leave them a review. So if you are downloading these free books from these incredible authors who are generous enough to make their hard work free to everybody so they have something to do during this really uncertain time, I highly recommend that if you finish reading any of those books to leave them a review. Amazon, Goodreads, anywhere that you got the digital copy, definitely leave the review. It's really wonderful to see. I swear the author community gives me so much hope on humanity. You know, I go from watching presidential announcements on, CNN, and then if I need a pick-me-up, I'll go and see what authors are up to. And what they're doing is they're donating their hard work so readers have something to do during this time. And it's just incredible. And I feel so lucky to be part of that community. Also, shameless plug, my books are also available online. I'm making these free. Fahrenheit, which is a little bit of an erotic romance, but it's also kind of like a romantic comedy. So if you like steaminess and also a good laugh, like a good smile, Fahrenheit is great. Emotionally Compromised will also be free. It is the first book I've ever written. It's a romantic suspense. And also Rash Decisions, which has such a soft spot in my heart. This is also for free. Definitely go give it a read. It's a contemporary romance set in New York. So, all right, everybody, please be safe and stay healthy. Wash your hands. Call your mom, your dad, your friend. FaceTime them. Don't go see them. Keep them safe, but definitely give them a call and make sure that everything's okay. Provide help where help is needed. And also read all the books. I know this is really uncertain times. Everyone's being affected in some way, whether it's by the virus itself or, reduction of hours at work or things are closing down. Remember, the government is offering a lot of different aid. Support local businesses, whether that's ordering takeout from smaller businesses or ordering books from independent bookstores or, just helping a friend's art business. You never know. Let's come together. Let's not fight. Let's come together and support each other during this trying time. Remember, it could be worse. I mean, at least we have our health. We're home. We have all the books. So go support your favorite authors, whether that's writing them reviews for the free books that you downloaded, downloading books just from your favorite authors, or go try a new author maybe. Supporting the community in any way, shape, or form is always welcome. What are you reading right now? I want to know what you're reading. Comment below. What are you reading during the coronavirus outbreak? And how many books have you read? Are you just being crazy? Let me know. I want to know what you're reading. Can't wait to see what's going on. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe somewhere down here. I'd really appreciate it. And thanks for watching.